Hey guys, how you doing? This is Nick from Fly on the Wall Bike Builds, coming at you from Strictly E-Bikes in Old Town Alexandria. Okay, these guys want me to build this bike for them. We're going to build the Velotric Breeze 1. This is going to be a step through, kind of a cruiser bike. Let's see what we got. Velotric is a pretty good brand. I really enjoy their bikes. You'll see how nice this bike turns out. I'm thinking it's a fairly easy build. Okay, I cut my box back. You just want to make sure that your seat post is extra tight today. Okay. I'm going to use the stand to try to drag it out of the box for us. Let it do the work. Okay. Another advantage to having a bike stand, you know. We even dumped our hardware box out and just gave it to us. You can't ask for better than that. All right. Another box down here as well. Two boxes. What does that mean? Does that mean they accidentally gave us an extra box? I'm going to use this for a trash can. So right here, we're going to use this for a trash can, okay? And cut off all your zip ties. It'll take a few minutes to take the tacking off. Okay? Now when you're unpacking the bike, you're also inspecting it for damage. Okay? Now here at the shop, when we get damage, we take a picture of it as we're unpacking it so we can make a warranty claim. Alright? If you're doing it at home, it's the same process. Also, if you have a problem with your bike, they want a 10-second video. Okay? Maximum 10 seconds. This is very important. So always have a camera with you when you're building a bike if possible. You can also use it to look up, things on the internet. You might need information. You might find a question that you have. Tech support's not going to answer you right away. They're at least a day behind in most bike companies. Sometimes a week behind before they'll get to your question. So you can't really rely on them. It's best to watch some kind of video of your bike being built. Maybe the night that the night before. Just review it. Your build will be so much better and easier. As you can see, there's a lot of packing. Here's our fender wrapped around the wheel. You might as well unpack it since it's already in your hand, Now notice these bikes are usually packed pretty well. I get very little damage unless the boxes have been mishandled. Then you can have damage. When they're all wrapped up in a pallet and shrink wrap, if the box isn't dented on the corners or something, your bike's usually going to be 100%. And we can also say that some companies are better at delivering your bike without damage than others. But we won't get into that. That's a whole nother video. Hey, how you doing?
26 by 4, 5.
Looks like they've strapped our fender brackets to the frame. That's good. I like that. Yeah, these bikes nowadays are packed so well, you have virtually no damage whatsoever. Barely a scratch, if anything. We don't want scratches on anything. I don't mind scratches on my bike because I'm going to scratch it anyway, but customers certainly don't want to scratch on their new bike. Okay, looking good. All right, we're going to take the axle out now and get rid of this part of the packing. Just leave your wrench in there, set it down, trashola. Take the plastic piece out, trashola. Okay. Big fat red screwdriver. Take this, put it in there, and just spread your brake out a hair, just so it doesn't drag. Okay. Pop backing off. Grab your axle and your tools already together. Slide it up in there. Easy breezy. If you didn't have a bike stand, this is the first thing you would want to do is get your front wheel on so you could now put your kickstand down and the bike would hold itself up. Okay, and then you can put the rest of the bike together. Some people flip it upside down. You got to have the handlebars on there to do it. So it all works out the same, Let's lift the camera up a little bit so you get a better view of the bike. And now we'll do our handlebars. Just back these out real quick. I'm going to build this with basic Allen keys. Nothing special, just like you would be doing at home. Okay? I don't use any special tools when I'm building bikes for videos usually.
Daryl, I think that one should be good. Is that the Indova tire?
Now repairs is a different story. When you're doing a lot of repairs, sometimes you need some special tools.
Okay, thanks.
And I usually find the more expensive bikes are the bikes that need more special tools. The least special the bike is, the easier it is for you. Your first electric bike, you don't need anything really expensive, you know. Just pick out something that's good enough for you, enough to last 2 seasons, okay? By the time you ride that bike for a year or two, you're going to want to upgrade anyway. So maybe get a bike good enough for 1 season, start using it, starts to wear out a little bit, give it to one of your friends that's likely to ride with you, you know? And you haven't lost anything if he's riding with you. This is double the fun, you know? I have probably 6 or 7 electric bikes at my house, so if my friends come over, we can all ride. Heck, I don't have 6 or 7 friends. I got more bikes than friends. Although now I've got all those bikes, I have more friends than I used to. At least they show up more. Okay. Handlebars are installed. We're just going to go ahead and adjust them right now. Now you're not adjusting for you. Since I'm at a bike shop, I'm adjusting for like the general public. So, you know, not too forward, not too back, because I don't know who's going to be riding the bike. So I kind of put it in a position where it would fit most people, let's say. And then if they come in, we just adjust it for them at that time, you know. This bike, I notice, also has an adjustable stem that's pretty nice, so you can lift the handlebars up a little bit. And I keep it in the stock position when we build the bike. Because if they ask for it to be moved, then all of a sudden it's new to them now. It's in a new position and they're going to be very happy about that. If they don't ask for it, they probably didn't need it adjusted. But if they start complaining about bending their neck or their back, start adjust this up to try to straighten that for them. And I did notice 2 boxes in here. Let's see what we got. 2 boxes of goodies in here. Oh, rear rack is the extra box. Okay, they packed that in with it. And then this styrofoam pack, make sure you don't throw it away because it's all wrapped up. It looks like just packing. And inside is all your bike parts, your charger, everything good. You're going to need every bit of that. Okay, let's see what else we have in here. Basically, I just get out the pedals and the accessory box. Okay. Just take out the pedals, set them aside. I don't throw it away. I put it back in the box. There's 4 little boxes in here. Accessories, manuals, and tools, the pedals, and then the 4th box is the charger. Okay. In the accessory box here, I open it up. You got reflectors, our LED display, our headlight, and some wire management, and a little cheap bell here. It's good to have some kind of bell. Especially if you're out on the bike trail. The bike trails here are very crowded, especially in the springtime, overloaded with people. Also notice with electric bikes, It's a lot better riding to ride during the week, say on a Monday or Tuesday, than it is on a Saturday and Sunday. The Saturday and Sunday, everybody is in your way. During the week, you got everything to yourself for the most part. And you can really have some fun. Everybody's in your way. You got to slow down and just be a little more courteous, you know. Electric biking is a little more dangerous than a regular bike because, you know, you're going faster. Things hurt more. You have to watch out for dogs, kids on electric bikes that are like motorcycles. You got to watch out for all that. Old people, joggers, runners, people that don't understand what you're saying and they walk in a line all the way across, like 5 people across the bike trail. That's a lot of fun. You have to expect that, you know. Especially here, our bike trail runs from George Washington's house in Mount Vernon. Comes down here, you can cross the Woodrow Wilson Bridge into Maryland to National Harbor. Come on in here to Old Town, or you can go right through past Reagan Airport and end up by DC. You can cross into DC. They've got on the 14th Street Bridge, they've got like a bike path, pedestrian bridge, separate from traffic. You can get on that green lane and it'll take you past the monuments, all the way to the White House. It kind of goes right there. So you could hit the White House, then double back and hit all the monuments and museums. That's a nice place to ride up to the Capitol building, Washington Monument, Lincoln Memorial. It's all really good stuff. If you have extra energy, you could go down to the wharf on the way back. That's just like 2 blocks out of your way. Go there, maybe grab some lunch if you like. That's a really cool place to go on a Friday or Saturday night. There'll actually be gangs of e-bikes hanging out, you know. You might see somebody you know. I almost always see somebody I know. All right, guys. Get your pedal wrench. Just put your pedal on it. Hold it over the hole. And pedal backwards. Okay. Let's see if we can get it to catch like that. All right, finally caught. Okay. The reason I do this is I want it to go on nice and easy, how it wants to go on. I don't want to have to sit there and force it. Like sometimes you could go there and force it with your fingers like this. You just want to make sure that it starts smooth from the very beginning, if it doesn't stop. Okay? If you mess up the threads, you can put the pedal on backwards, like this way, through the hole. This will chase the threads, then remove it, and then come back and put it in correct. It's a trick I learned from a guy that used to be here. Okay, our bike build's looking pretty good. Come back and check your kickstand. Always check, that's like one of the first things to loosen up on a bike. And if it's a new bike and you ride it around for a week or two, come back and check the kickstand again. I almost bet it's loose. If it is, put a little Loctite on it and screw it back together. Loctite blue. Okay, we're going to start adjusting stuff now. We've got to do the display as well. Handlebar is a little bit off. Just going to shift it over a hair. Looking pretty good. Let's lock it down. Okay. Looking good. You'll be able to see to put the display on. Especially when you're plugging in your wires, make sure that you go easy on them. You know, they only plug in one way. If you bend those little wires, those little pins inside, you're probably never going to straighten them up, you know? Just take your time with it. And of all the things, take your time plugging those pins in. I think I'll move this over a little bit. You have to come up from underneath of it and flex these little hooks around the handlebars. And it seems like they're going to break because you're flexing them a lot, but in actuality, they're made to do that, and it just fits perfect. And when you put these on, keep it lined up so you got equal distance on each side. Kind of tilt it down in the position you want right from the very beginning. Another important thing is don't over tighten it. In fact, it's good to have it a little bit loose so if you crash, at least it's going to bend it instead of snap it off. They're not cheap. At least $100. Okay. So plugged our controller in, plugged our headlight in. We got two wires here. Some people have them down through the back. I bring them out through the front. I like it a whole lot better like that. I think it's a cleaner look. Okay. It's good. Looking good. Looking good. Man, looking good. So this wire loom here, I usually cut it in 2 or 3 sections. It just seems to be more effective than one long piece. Okay. And I definitely want one here. So your display wires, I'm going to wrap those up here. Just wrap it around like that. Okay. Maybe I'll put the headlight wire in there with it. Make it as clean as you can, you know? Yeah, I think that'll work. Let's try that. Okay. Looking good, guys. Looking good. Okay, your headlight should be tight, but not too tight. You got to be able to move it, but it can't be sagging down while you're riding. Okay. All right, let's inflate the tires. Then we'll start checking the brakes and shifter. Little finishing touches. I like to put this bell on the shifter side. Put the screw in it. And then slide it all the way down. Like this, okay? Then come back between the brake and the shifter and line it up, and you can get it all the way over. Okay? So you're coming through that hole right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. When you build the bike, you'll understand. And I bend that over towards the grip, and you got it. Okay, so don't forget the back reflector. I'm just going to put it around the seat post. We'll adjust it once we drop the whole bike. Okay. All right. All right. Just fill this to the proper rating on the tire. I don't overfill it or underfill it. I put exactly what it says on the tire. Now, in my opinion, the front should be a little softer than what it says on the tire by maybe, a few pounds. And it doesn't bounce like a basketball. So if ever your front end seems a little bouncy, let a little bit of air out of your tire. I guarantee it'll ride better. All right, looks like we've got everything done now. That didn't take long, under 30 minutes, I believe. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the shifting. How would this bike have turned out with somebody not able to adjust anything? Okay, on this bike, the shifting would have worked pretty good. Good job, Velotric. Okay, I'm going to apply the brake, pump it a couple times. No brake rub. If you look at it, it's lined up really well. Okay, same with the front. We're going to spin it. Not bad. Pump it a couple times. Sounds great. Okay, guys, as a bonus, maybe we'll do the fenders and rack, okay? You want to do that? I'm going to close this box up. You can use it as a little table. Got all my trash in here, too. Okay. And our fenders. See what kind of hardware they give us. More packing. My favorite. Okay. I don't see the hardware for the fender. That's interesting. Come on over here and check out the back rack. Okay. So it's made for the Velotric Breeze. That's what you want. Okay. I'll have to set these fenders aside till I find the hardware for them. All right. Let's see what we got with the rack here. Very well packed. Okay. Pull your arms out. So here's the hardware for the rack. Okay, so I dump all my hardware out. Okay. You just line it up. Everything that's the same goes together. These four are the same. These four are the same. Easy breezy. Okay, these are designed to be mounted kind of flush, so let's make that happen. Writing goes in the back. Okay. Long arm goes in the back and faces inwards towards the bike, like this. Okay. Flip it upside down. Just line up your first screw. Okay. First bolt goes in. Do not tighten it down. Just put it in and get it started. Okay. And the second one, go ahead and put it in there all the way. Come back, tighten that first bolt you put in. We're going to finish tightening that up. Sometimes if you tighten up the first bolt, you might not get the second one in. It has trouble lining up. And you don't want anything stripping out on you. Okay. It's not hard to strip these fasteners out. Okay, this one's going to be laying forward. Again, towards the bike. Boom, boom. Flip it back upside down. And put in your two other fasteners. Put them in there and get them started. Okay. Do your first one halfway. Second one all the way. There's your rack. Okay. Get all the fasteners. You need to hold two of them. I put them here. I'll put the vac on. Putting on a rack, it's easy to scratch the frame of the bike. You don't want to do that. You can even put a little bit of blue tape here and here to protect it. Sometimes you have to spread these out. Don't be afraid to pull on them a little bit. Put it up into place.
No. No. I know. One day, 4 hours later, I'm on this side. Stop working. And then the other one lasted for about 2 days.
Okay, and that's the rear rack. Easy breezy. It's an easy breezy rack for the easy breezy breeze from Velotric. If you like this video, please subscribe. I could use all the subscribers I can get right now. That would be great. We'll be doing bike builds every day, and I'll be putting them online as we get them. I'm going to have some new Segways coming up. You guys will really like those videos. Segways are some nice bikes. Have a good day, guys. Fly on the Wall e-bikes, strictly e-bikes from Alexandria.